Hello everyone, another week has passed and I'm still home. You're probably at home as well. And this is a summary of week 5 of life. So week 5 at Melbourne Uni, I've submitted a grant proposal for the City of Melbourne. Due to the recent events, they've opened up the grant for artists, and I thought, I'm gonna give it a crack. And I did a draft and then actually consulted with my uni teachers to see if I'm, going in the right direction or if I'm totally off the mark. That was actually super useful to talk to them because they've done it so many times and they've put grants together or grant applications, so they know what to say, know what people on the other side want to hear and how I could improve my application. So I consulted on Monday and Wednesday, and then I sent it. I thought, okay, well, 80-20, it's better to send something than not to do anything, and maybe I just won't get it, and that's fine, or maybe I will, and then I'll have some money to work on that art project. So that was cool. Learn quite a few things. I'm probably going to learn even more when I get the feedback from City of Melbourne, if and why I got it or not. So that's one thing. Another thing was the next assignment. We have a wall project, so something to be created on a wall. And that's not just a mural, just something else. And the prompts, give you, I guess, a little bit of inspiration of how to start thinking about it. One way is to research an artist that does that kind of thing and really understand what is their process and kind of try to do something based on that. And the second option was to take some drawing materials. So I took sellotape and basically create something using that material. That is my starting point. So yeah, really kind of early, just playing around with that. It's like a 3D drawing. I'm going to continue working on it now. And yeah, so I'm not sure exactly where that's going to go, but that's the starting point. And that's the whole thing with art and with these classes. It's I guess starting somewhere and then seeing where it leads you, and having the openness to to like say, I don't know, but I'm going to keep going. And, oh, that's interesting, I'm going to go in this direction, without necessarily having it all figured out from the start. Like, that's not how it works, and that's not how life works. So I really like that openness and the prompting and the, I guess, questions that they are asking and asking of us to direct what I'm doing. I've also been playing around with a bunch of things. Here, some monoprints, which was just a little bit of fun. And I painted this famous Instagram cat, which was also a little bit of fun. And we also obviously had the theory part of things. And this week was about photography and re-photographing and what is modern day photography. Back in the days, in the modernism, it was about, I guess, the techniques. When the medium was new, it was about using it to the best of their abilities. But then in the later times, in the 80s, even 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, it wasn't really just about that medium anymore. It was about something else. And one artwork was about photographing or making a photo of a famous photo by another artist and claiming that as her photo. So is that art? Is that not art? And what do you think? And that's the whole point, like asking these questions and challenging the status quo of what photography is and was and should be. Because if we're photographing a thing like a landscape, well, it's also not our landscape, right? Like it's there. And then so same with photographing an artwork, a photograph. So yeah, quite an interesting discussion there, and mostly done through Zoom and online, and through annotating the text which I thought worked well. Actually, we were supposed to write down, our notes and thoughts on that document / reading, and then we were talking about that. So I enjoy that, and it's really kind of pushing me again out of my comfort zone and thinking about different things in different ways, which is kind of the point. So that was week 5. Subscribe, comment, like, let me know what you think under these videos, and let me know if you have any other questions, something you would like to hear about. And I'll see you next week, although next 2 weeks are non-teaching weeks at Melbourne Uni, so I'm probably just going to be working on this little guy and also my essay. I haven't started on the essay yet, so I haven't written an essay in ages, so I'm gonna catch up a little bit on that. Hope you have an amazing week, and see you next week.